Hello,
Hey,
how are you?
all right, how are you?
Good. I was just watching Batman,
Which one?
the Ben Affleck Superman Batman.
I have, I don't really remember that much from that one. Uh,
I like it. I think it had like the version I have is 3 hours. I think
oh yeah, you got the long one.
yeah, and so like this one is pretty much. I think it's the only two movies with Ben Affleck. I think are Superman and Batman and Justice League. I think he has like a very quick appearance in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I just don't know if it how true it is because you never really see the Batman's face in that one.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think those are the main one. Like they're gonna have Robert Pattinson. I don't know how to say that guy's name.
And I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing that one.
I don't really know much about what they say it's going to be about.
I don't really know that much about it either. I've heard a few different things. So the main one I keep hearing is some sort of like crime drama based around the Riddler.
Oh, yeah. Who did they say who's going to be the Riddler?
Not that I remember, but of course I just did a quick scan of stuff, so I didn't really see a lot of big details.
But I think they're still going. I think they're still going with the kind of dark theme, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I've heard is this with the at least with the Batman, they're trying to stick with the dark topics and stuff. So, uh, yeah, I don't know how well that works with like. I remember like one of the big things I didn't like about that Justice League movie is the fact that even all the characters that were supposed to be kind of like Superman and like all that, the ones that were supposed to be a little bit
More,
brighter and better characters were darker and
yeah.
all
I
that
was
stuff.
I was thinking about in the Justice League movie. I don't know if you remember it that well, but they've got a character that's like a cyborg.
Are you talking about Cyborg or are you talking somebody else?
I
Because
is that
I know there is a character called Cyborg.
I think it's like a dark skinned man, and he's like part robot and
Yeah, that's Cyborg.
okay. But yeah, I guess what I was going to say was that I don't think he has his own movie.
No, um, him and the Flash don't have their own movie,
No,
as far as I know.
but I think the Flash. It might be a different actor. I think the Flash has a TV show.
Yeah, it's a different Flash. So, uh, but I forget his name, but one of the characters in that movie was actually supposed to be Martian Manhunter in disguise.
I don't know what that is.
He's one of the like you know like in the cartoon in the comics for Justice League, there was that like kind of blue skin, like blue green skinned alien.
I'm not.
Um,
I don't know if I saw the comic for the. No, I don't know.
oh well, there's an alien in the comics and the Justice League cartoons that can basically change his appearance and
Oh, kind of
uh
like in the Marvel comics, they have that character Mystique.
yeah, yeah, basically like that except it's an alien, not a mutant. Um, but one of the characters in the I don't know if it was Batman versus Superman or if it was the Justice League movie, but one of the characters in one of those two movies was supposed to be Martian Manhunter. So
Okay.
I don't know if it was really explained in the version of the movie you have, but in the one I have, they had a few scenes, but didn't really set it up that way. So
Uh, I know the cyborg character in the Justice League movie, they had him, he was like, he was his, I guess it was his dad. Like, are we allowed to, like, spoilers, by the way?
yeah,
But can we talk about this? Like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So, all right. So, like, the cyborg's character dad kind of like tries to save the human part of his life.
yeah.
And so, like, but then as the movie goes on, the cyborg character becomes more. He discovers he has more and more power as he I guess merges with the computer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I do remember that part. Didn't wasn't it due to like them finding one of the cubes, like the
Oh
I
yeah,
I want to say cosmic cube, but I know that's Marvel. I think.
yeah. No, I think there were. I think they said in the movies that there was like I don't really know what the cubes were, but there were like six of them,
Yeah,
and there the cubes for the Amazons who were Wonder Woman, the cubes
yeah,
for so like basic there were I guess they were saying there were like six races of superhero, I guess. And
something.
they each had their own cube, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
not 100% sure. Like I think look, the biggest thing I didn't like about, granted, I saw the movie, the theatrical release of it, but the biggest thing that I remember that I didn't like about that movie is they tried covering way too much in the little time that they had.
Yeah.
So while still setting up a few of the characters that didn't have their own standalone movies.
Yeah. And I think I know that the point of the movie was it's supposed to be like a team of people, but it kind of felt crowded.
Yeah. Yeah, like Marvel did it better because they gave a bunch of the characters their own standalone movies to set those characters up
Yeah.
prior to doing the
The
introduction of the team.
the well, you talking about the X-Men or the Avengers?
Well, the Avengers movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the Avengers. There, I like the Avengers. I thought
Yeah.
it was kind of interesting, like back like way back like years ago when they did the first Thor movie.
Oh yeah.
I kind of thought that the Thor character wasn't really my type. Like he's kind of like I don't know, like a macho guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like as the Avengers movies kept going, he became more like I don't know. He I guess he got drunk, but I thought that was fun to. He became more of a fun kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard a lot of people say that they started liking Thor after the what was it? The one where he went to Sakaar and fought the Hulk.
Oh yeah, I I think that has Jeff Goldblum. I think
Yes. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly which movie that was, but yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite Thor movies. That and then I want to say the original Thor are my two favorite standalone movies. I didn't really like the Dark World one.
Okay,
Just kind of
there's Thor. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've seen all of those movies at least once, but I don't have like a really good knowledge of them.
right. Yeah, I was actually planning on rewatching all of them in order and watching all the TV shows kind of scattered throughout as like when they're supposed to take place.
They call it the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
So that does the cinematic universe, that's both movies and TV?
It's mainly the movies, but I think the TV shows do kind of try to associate themselves. I know they're I know like the TV shows coming up here, the like the WandaVision and all that stuff. Those ones are part of the MCU, but I'm not 100% sure about all the other ones that came before now.
Uh, well, I
So
know.
like
So, okay, I hear. You know the guy who does the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo.
yeah,
So like, I remember the older Hulks, but to me they're not that. To me, they're still like not that long ago. They have who's the guy? The guy from Fight Club was the Hulk. The
yeah,
and
yeah.
then they
That one came out right around the time the original Iron Man came out.
yeah, and then and so before that they had the guy who do you know? I think the movie Munich.
Oh yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. Is it the Ang Lee one? The one with like all
I,
the ones that look like the split screen kind of.
Probably yeah, yeah. Ang Lee's good. Um, Eric Bana,
Yes, yeah, that's who it was. I couldn't remember who played the Hulk in that one.
but and so they someone was asking me about the Hulk, and so like
Yeah,
I talked about um, in I think it's the Eric Bana one. Uh, what like half Eric Bana's Hulk ends up fighting like an evil Hulk. I think he's got like a purple skin.
yeah.
Like I,
Winds up like the movie shows that it like explains that it's his dad that started the whole looking for the Hulk power thing, and like the Hulk character, Eric Bana's character, wound up finishing it, and then his dad wound up coming back in his life and basically did the same thing to give himself powers. So the Hulk wound up fighting his dad.
oh, but
At least that's
so,
at least
yeah,
that's what I remember.
that makes sense. But I thought it might have been like I don't know. Is this the Hulk's dad? Isn't always evil, is he? Or like
I don't think so.
because
I'm not sure like with the comics and the TV show that happened back in like the 80s or whatever it was.
uh,
I don't know how much screen time or whatever his dad got, but
who I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
yeah.
And so Wonder Woman, there's going to be a Wonder Woman movie
Yes.
for the Wonder Woman 1984. That's not
Yeah.
out.
As far as I know, it's not out. I think it got delayed because of the whole.
Yeah, the sickness.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am actually looking forward to seeing that one. I did like the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I thought the boss, for lack of a better word,
Yeah.
The boss in the first Wonder Woman, I kind of didn't think it was that great, but
Right. Yeah, I mean, I like the story on it. But I do agree with you. Like the final fight or whatever it was, that ending just wasn't the best. But
and it has they're probably not going to use him anymore. But the guy, the love interest in the Wonder Woman movie was the guy who I don't know, he played Kirk.
yeah, Chris Pine.
Yeah, like they're probably not going to make another movie, a fourth movie, Star Trek.
I I hope they do. I saw something that may or may not be true. I don't know if it's true or not, so don't quote me on this. But I saw something that said that they were planning on making another Kelvin timeline Trek movie with Chris Pine as Kirk.
Because the problem with that, I don't know the actor's name, but the Kelvin timeline, they have a Spock character who's very good. But then I think the TV show, what is it, Discovery, has its own Spock?
Yep.
It's a different actor, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, different actor. I think people wind up setting like the two Spocks apart because the Chris Pine ones, like the movies, wound up taking place in a different universe. Like when the original Spock wound up traveling back in time and that ship got blown up, that made a separate universe. So I think people are just saying he looks different because the times are different.
Maybe. But the TV show has a history with almost all of the series, I think, of the Dark Universe, the Mirror Universe.
Yeah.
So I think when they were introducing the Mirror Universes, like they said that the Mirror Universe or the Dark Universe was like one of many, but yeah, they tended to like all of the Mirror Universes, I think, throughout the different series were supposed to be continuous throughout the series.
Yeah. Yeah, like the one from Enterprise is the same Mirror Universe as the one from the original series and Deep Space Nine. And
yeah, because they have the Terrans. And I think when one of the first episodes of the Mirror Universe in Deep Space Nine, they say, oh, this happened because something that happened with Kirk.
Yeah. I think that is the explanation that they give in the TV show, but I think that was before they did Enterprise too, because I know Enterprise is its prequel to the original series.
Yeah.
But I think they had a few Terran, like a few Mirror Universe things in there too.
I don't remember. I remember there was the transporter problem in TNG.
Yeah.
Thomas Riker.
Oh, Thomas Riker, yeah. That was because they sent down two different transporter beams, and one of them got reflected back down to the surface with the copy.
Yeah.
I do like how they brought Thomas Riker back in Deep Space Nine too. So
yeah, it was surprising.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I thought it was actually William Riker, the original one, the one that made it back.
Yeah. But I think, okay, so that brings up the thing about the Maquis.
Yeah.
And I think, what is it? I don't know. I don't think it really has to do. Okay, well, the Maquis was like a big deal in Voyager season 1.
Yes. Yeah.
But then as Voyager kept going on, it basically became not a big deal except for 1 or 2 episodes per season.
Right.
But then I think, what was it? It was Star Trek like Insurrection or something. Like, I forget what it was, but it was like, oh yeah, the Maquis is not a big deal anymore. Like, they had the Dominion War, right, in DS9, and yeah, I don't remember if they ever really like came to peace with the Maquis, or they just. I think the Maquis just kind of went back to the Federation. I don't remember.
I can't remember exactly what happened with the Maquis. If they were allowed to do their own thing, or if they joined up with some other group, or what.
Part of the thing about the Maquis was they were protesting against the Federation joining the Cardassians, I think.
No, it was like they wound up working something out with Cardassians where there were a few Cardassian outposts that wound up getting reassigned as Federation outposts, and a few Federation outposts that got reassigned as Cardassians outposts. And the people that wound up getting on the outposts that switched sides didn't like that, so they started the Maquis because of it. Started rallying a few more people and thought that the Federation didn't really care about them. So,
and they had Edison, or was it Edison, the security officer?
You're talking about I forget his name, but I think you're talking about the guy from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, a human security officer. He started off as being the Federation security officer that was working alongside Odo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then then it became known that he was working for the Maquis.
Yeah.
And he set up like kind of like a the Les Miserables. He set up like a fight with Cisco.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I don't know.
I kind of vaguely remember that. Do you remember the episode where Cisco wound up punching Q?
What, John Delancey?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
There was one episode in Deep Space Nine when John Delancey showed up as Q and Cisco punched him.
Oh, there was the woman who Picard was in love with, and Q brought her to the space station.
Yep.
Was that the one where Cisco punches Q?
Yes. Yeah.
And then Q had a child somehow.
It started off Q wanted a baby to try and get the Q continuum to stop fighting.
Or what?
And initially wanted the baby with Janeway.
Okay.
But Janeway convinced Q to have a baby with another Q.
Yeah. But wasn't part of that the Q continue? Okay, the Q continuum knew everything there was to know because they're basically like a god. They're a type of god. And so because the Q continuum had experienced everything, they decided that they needed to have a new baby Q because that would have a new experience.
Right. And I'm just going to call it the teen Q, the baby after it grows up.
Yeah.
Was actually played by John Delancey's kid.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is really sad, but I suddenly thought about, did you see Breaking Bad?
I actually haven't seen any of Breaking Bad.
Okay.
But if you want to talk about it, I don't mind.
Well, I'll just say that John Delancey plays a character in the show.
Really? Yeah, I've been wanting to check it out for a while. I just never really got the chance to.
I recently went through Better Call Saul, and that's good too. But no, I think if you had to choose, definitely start with Breaking Bad.
I've heard a lot of people like Breaking Bad a lot more than Better Call Saul too. So.
Well, I do like Better Call Saul. I really do like, but but Breaking Bad is like really, really good. So, And then there's the I think it's El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a like I've heard of El Camino. I just didn't realize it was a Breaking Bad movie.
I think it's also a type of car, but
Right. And it's an album by the Black Keys.
oh, I love the Black Keys.
Yeah, and I know they actually have a C. I don't know if they actually made a record out of it because I know they have a couple CDs they turned into records as well. But I know they actually have a CD called El Camino.
All right, I want to look into that, but right now I stopped buying music for the time being because I use Google Play Music.
Yeah.
And Google Play is saying that they're going to change their music into YouTube music. And I don't really know exactly what's going on with that. So I'm just kind of.
Yeah. Like I've just been using Spotify.
Yeah.
So.
Spotify's cool. Like,
yeah.
I have nothing against Spotify, but I wanted to be able to like pay for the specific artist's music.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like I probably end up spending more the way I was doing it, but
right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I had the money, I definitely would be doing something along the lines of like what you're doing, where I'd be actually buying. Because that shelf right over here, I've got like inside it, I've got a couple boxes of like decent sized boxes of CDs all of the tops. I actually prefer getting actual CDs over anything, and
CDs are good. I have a CD rack, but yeah, I kind of grew up with music on my computer.
Yeah,
but I don't. I would guess you probably have something along this lines in your neighbor or where you live. But where I live, there's like a record shop that they call it vinyl, like the LPs. You know.
Yeah.
So like they have you can buy vinyl records for like I think they have a bargain bin and you can get like you can spend $1 on it. That sounds really cool. I'm not yeah, that might be fun.
Yeah, I can actually think of a couple places around where I live that are like that. I've got a record go round around where I live. And then there's a place called Down in the Valley. Both of them kind of specialize in like used music and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have a record player from like my parents had a record player, but my mom has this thing where she likes to throw things out after a while. Hold on. Here we are. So here's a record. It's probably covered in dust.
Oh yeah.
I bought this. It's all right. I listened to it. And then oh man, this is really dusty. Sorry. So this is I've got this briefcase, and this briefcase is actually a record player.
I've seen those around.
So that's cool, but what?
Yeah, I've been wanting to get one of those briefcase record players. And I saw them around for a while. When I got the money saved up, I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So, are they also? Do they when you buy CDs? Like, are they selling CDs for $1, or how does that work?
Some CDs and some records are a dollar or two. A lot of the ones that are newer, they do sell for closer to whatever retail price would be on like iTunes or something.
Uh-huh.
But if it's like an older used one that's obviously been used or like missing the cover on it or something, they'll mark it down to like $1 to $5, somewhere in that range.
And then,
So,
so do you have like a do you have a pattern for how you listen? Like, how do you make sure you listen to it a few times?
um, well, when I listen to music, I always, put the CD in to CD player. I'll listen to it once and just leave it in there for a while, and um, just randomly I'll just hit play if I'm like working at home and want to listen to music, and then occasionally I'll just, after a few times of listening to it, I'll switch it out and listen to something else, and eventually work my way back to listening to other ones again. So,
I started like a few years ago. The dollar store. There's like a big dollar store chain in my city. It's called Dollarama.
oh yeah,
So like they've got different stores all across the city, and you could get a DVD or a Blu-ray movie for about $3 there, and
not
it's like,
bad.
yeah, and it's like it's like a normal movie, like it's not.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I remember, I think it was like back around the year 2000, the music stores would sell a CD for $20,
yeah.
and that was like adjusted for inflation, so that's like $30 basically.
Right.
But
And I've seen a lot of the newer CDs are anywhere between about 20 and $30 today, as
yeah,
of last time I checked. So, and
I see.
of course, that was before this whole sickness thing.
Yeah. Well, when I was getting it from Google, they were selling it basically between $10 and $15.
Not bad. Yeah,
But then
gotta make
there's what?
gotta make a quick pit stop.
Oh
I'll be
yeah.
right back.
All right.
If you want to keep talking, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Otherwise,
All right. Okay.
yeah.
I'll keep talking. So, we've got my guitar here. So, okay. Welcome back.
Welcome back. So, I can tell it's an acoustic guitar, but what kind of like what brand is it?
It's called, I don't know, people pronounce it differently, Ibanez or Ibanez.
Oh yeah,
I think that's
yeah,
Japanese,
I think so.
but it's yeah, it's I think they call it a semi-hollow body, which means it
Yeah.
could be acoustic or electric.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've got a small amp over there, but yeah.
So how long have you been playing?
uh, I did piano when I was younger, and I also did a kind of pipe called a recorder. But I
Oh yeah.
started the guitar. I started about 6 years ago.
And was it kind of difficult to learn what all the frets are and all that stuff? Like what frets do what notes
I'm
and all
still,
that?
yeah, I'm still learning that. Something that really makes it a lot easier is I've got this thing here. This is a electric tuner,
Oh yeah.
so I can it tells me how to align the pitch of each string. And yeah, like before they had these, or before they had these, you
Yeah.
basically had to you had to either have a piano that you would press a key on the piano and then try to make the sound of the guitar string sound the same as the piano,
Yeah.
or they had like a little, they called it a pitch pipe, and you would
Yeah.
blow. Yeah, but this is way easier. Like you put you like hook it on like that. It has a battery, and so and then it's very easy to use.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people actually do wind up using those when they're first starting out.
Yeah, I can like I know that it would be way better for me if I didn't have to need that if I wasn't.
Yeah.
But it like in order to be able to do it just by ear, you have to be really devoted, I think. Like
Yeah.
so, and I want to have that skill, but just because it would take a lot of work, and
Yeah.
so maybe it's hopefully over time I'll get better at knowing the pitch and everything.
It'll
But
happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I
oh, go ahead.
I used to play piano for a while. I didn't really get that good at it, but I definitely know how you feel about trying to learn what like how each note sounds and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So
something that someone told me about the guitar is that the way they thought about typically it's six strings on a guitar.
yeah,
So the way they thought about it is each string is like its own set of piano notes,
yes,
and then each fret is like an interval between the piano notes.
yeah,
So, and another thing that that I did learn, and it's really not too difficult to think about, the notes go from A to G, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are the notes. And
yep,
then there's the sharp and the flat. And if you think about the piano, the black keys are the sharp and flat keys.
yeah,
So there's a sharp and flat key between every note A and G, except for the notes B and C. No sharp and flat between B and C, and no sharp and flat between E and F.
right,
Those are the only two places that don't have sharps or flats. So if you just know that, then that's everything, right?
yeah,
Or like that's one chunk of what you need to know.
yeah. Once I learned that, it definitely made memorizing all the notes a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah. And then, so, okay. I had, whoa, hold on, I'll be back. No, I won't do, okay, that's too far away. I had this other guitar where I put stickers on all the places so I would know, stickers on each fret.
Oh yeah.
So like the sticker saying, oh, like, okay, this is open E, F, G, wait, E, F, G, A, B, C. Yeah. And another thing, so there you can create a note that's between the intervals. So like this is, but then you can bend the string.
Yeah.
And so theoretically, that I guess that's like, I don't know, if you want to like make a sound in between the two official sounds.
Yeah.
And then but yeah, so I guess anyways, I'll put this away. Sorry. Hello.
Welcome back.
So, what do you like? Do you play video games?
Kind of. I play a lot of Minecraft and a lot of Magic Arena, but that's pretty much it.
I play Fallout. I think I already talked to you about this last time, about how I bought a video game called Fallout 76. But
Yeah, I think you mentioned something last time.
But I've never like paid a monthly subscription for a video game. I think there's this game I played where I would like basically buy game cash. But
yeah. Yeah, I've never really been kind of a big fan of the in-game transactions personally.
It's I had like a really terrible experience when I first moved out like a while ago, where I had to pay like the phone bill and the internet bill, and then there was probably like I had to buy food, I had to buy groceries, and it's like, yeah, I just like basically like say the phone bill's like $70,
Yeah.
and I basically didn't have the money. I didn't know. I had no idea how to like manage that. So the idea of paying like $20 a month for a game, it seems like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm not really that interested in doing those in-game transactions, especially if it's a recurring monthly thing.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, anytime.
Uh,
Well, thank you for coming on, Ben. Glad to have had you on my stream. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna let the stream process, edit out all the nothing, and upload it as a its own video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Give me a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, all that stuff.